Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
They say this is a big rich town. I just come from the poorest part. Bright lights, city lights, I gotta make it. This is where it goes down. Yeah. And I just come from the poorest part. Legal or illegal, baby, I gotta make it.
True desire in the heart for anything good is God's proof to you, sent beforehand to indicate that it's yours already. So the desire you have, that itch that you have to be whatever it is you want to be, in front of the camera, on the stage, behind the stage, that itch, that desire for good is God's proof to you, sent already to indicate that it's yours. You already have it. Claim it. Understand this. Understand this also. You have these dreams, and as Kenny said, dreams without goals remain dreams, just dreams, and ultimately fuel disappointment. Dreams without goals, yearly goals, life goals, daily goals, monthly goals, hourly goals, minute by minute goals. Dreams without goals are just dreams, and they ultimately fuel disappointment. Goals on the road to achievement cannot be achieved without discipline and consistency. You understand? Between goals and achievement are discipline and consistency. I pray that you all put your shoes way under the bed at night so that you got to get on your knees in the morning to find it. Right?
Nelson McCoy, Beta Chi, Ringo 2. I'm a Deuce on the line. I became an Iota just because Iotas were the ones that were in the community doing community service. The whole reason I wanted to join the fraternity was to be a help and a positive impact on my community. And with 5 brothers, they did more work than a chapter that has 15. So that was my main thing for becoming Iota.
Who are you? You don't know. Don't tell me Negro, that's nothing. What were you before the white man named you a Negro? And where were you? And what did you have? What was yours? What language did you speak then? What was your name? It couldn't have been Smith or Jones or Bunch or Powell. That wasn't your name. They don't have those kind of names where you and I came from. No, what was your name? And why don't you now know what your name was then? Where did it go? Where did you lose it? Who took it? And how did he take it?
My name is Brian Johnson. I crossed Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated at the University of Cincinnati, Beta Epsilon chapter, April 5th, 2002. After receiving my Bachelor's of Science degree in Computer Science and Technology, I actually transitioned and moved to California, stayed there for 2 years, and then I actually ended up moving to Jacksonville in spring of 2007. When I first got to Jacksonville, the first thing I wanted to do was, of course, locate and, connect with the brothers. So I did reach out to every Iota that I could find on Facebook, and I actually ran into Brother Nelson McCoy driving into the city. So me and him connected, and he took me around the city, and then I got to meet all the brothers. First brothers that I got to meet was the brothers at Zeta Kappa chapter, which is EWC. And then after that, I started asking about the grad chapter, and at the time it wasn't one. So my plan of action was to actually start one. So with the help of Nelson and with some of the other brothers in the city, we started Gamma Mi Omega chapter, which I'm now the current Polaris.
Sit down. Ah!
I'm Greg Berry, Flip Mode, fall 2011. IS Hard Knock Life. I'm a solo ace. And I became an Iota because I really wanted to preserve my authenticity, preserve who I am as not only a black man, but just as a person. You know, my style, my personality, my thoughts and beliefs, and all of those things aligned with Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated. I take pride in being a Duval Iota because of the fact that I really believe that we're thorough, and by that I mean that we're very straightforward. We're very we're very upfront when it comes to, you know, who we deal with and how we deal with things. We do things a lot different from, you know, how we talk to each other, how we treat each other, and it's always been authentic. And that's really why I take pride in being an Iota made here in Duval County. So currently, I'm a certified personal trainer. I am a TRX suspension trainer, and I'm an endurance coach. That's what I do professionally. I currently work for the YMCA in Florida's First Coast as all three of those positions. And currently how I'm embodying Iota into my personal and professional world is, you know, by doing what I do and working with the specific audience. Being an Iota at UNF specifically, it was challenging because not only are we the latest organization in PHC, but we're also the latest organization to come on UNF's campus. And so it was a challenge because we had to show the community, the campus community, why we are who we are and why we take pride in being who we are and why we're important for the community at UNF and for African American students at the university. So it definitely was a challenge, but however, you know, coming along and, you know, and working through the trenches, you know, for the most part, been accepted with love and gratitude from our peers on campus and even off campus as well. So yeah, like I said, it was definitely a challenge to kind of make our imprint on the campus community, but you know, through and through, we definitely have made that, and we're still here today. My journey was very unique coming into Iota because I had multiple tragedies that prevented me from becoming an Iota. Each and every brother did their part to help me through those problems. You know, from my father having a stroke to my little brother passing away, to my mother passing away while I was online. You know, all these brothers came together to make sure that I was well kept, and if I needed anything, they were just a phone call away. You know, it's been almost 6 years now since that, and we may have our differences, but I don't give them thanks for anything else. I give them thanks for those things because that showed me that this is and will continue to be and can be a true and genuine brotherhood.
I'm Mark, big brother, the 16th from the UNF colony, now known as the Theta Phi chapter of Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated. What does it mean to be a Duval Iota? It definitely means to show brotherhood, one, even amongst differences, our different point of views, but also hard work. There's definitely a work aspect or a work ethic to Duval Iotas because it's always a constant work to always continue showing who we are as Iota as an organization.
So it'll be Hassan Tate, crossing date June 18th, 2011. And what it means to me to be a Duval Iota. Being the oldest member of the chapter, it means a lot to have been raised, by, the younger folks, younger generation, into an organization that's designed to help the betterment of, our communities. It inspired me to reach deep down and become a better person and continue to help my community in other ways. Currently, as a recruiter, my job is to interact with the community to help young people find careers and, pursue their goals. And being an Iota, especially a Duval Iota, kind of put an extension on that and allowed me to help in other ways as well, community service. So now, going into the immediate future, becoming purchasing a new home, retiring from the Army, I'll have more time to dedicate to Duval Iota community efforts and help the brothers to have an additional hand to do some expansion and to better reach the majority of the community.
My name is Justin Ewens. I'm a Summer 12 Gamma Mu Omega chapter. I'm the ACE. I'm the solo ace, Wallace. And coming through Duval, it's just a different vibe. I went to school at UCF, and obviously coming through the graduate chapter is going to be some kind of difference from the undergrad atmosphere. But the realness, the rough around the edges from the different brothers, the different experiences, especially coming through on the grad scale, people in different walks of life, it really had a profound impact on me coming through. A lot of these brothers not only became frat and brothers, but friends, people I could turn to for advice on business, on life, on love, on just being a man. And it's a realness that has carried me from the time that I come in to moving out and being on the road for 2 years, to even when I finally officially left and went down to Miami, and even now in Tampa. So it's to me, it's a group that it's not just a frat to me. These guys really are friends and brothers, to the point where a lot of my daughter calls a lot of them uncle. That's what it is to me.
Brandon Kobe Jacobs crossed April 17, 2010, Gamma Mu Omega chapter of Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated. The reason I chose to be an Iota is, I never even thought that I was going to be an Iota. It's not something that ever crossed my mind. I graduated from the University of North Florida in 2008. Thought I was going to be a club promoter forever. Had looked into fraternities and sororities. Thought that there might be a direction I might go, but that all changed in the fall of 2008. Right after I graduated, I DJ'd an event for AASU and had the opportunity for the first time ever to meet an Iota, and that was Nelson McCoy. Nelson McCoy would go on to be my ADP. What it means to me to be a Duval Iota, I think is something inherently unique that's different maybe from some of the other brothers that may have provided responses because I'm from Duval. My father's from Duval. Duval is, up until a certain point in my life, all I ever knew. And I mean, it goes without saying, a lot of the brothers who know me in the fraternity know, you know, when I came in, I had some difficulties. I had some challenges, some things going on in my personal life. And these brothers looked out for me in ways that, up until I joined this organization, I thought only family would have my back that way, like blood relatives. And since joining this illustrious organization, I've come to realize that, you know, sometimes it's the people who aren't blood who look out for you the most. You know, if it wasn't for guys like Nelson McCoy, if it wasn't for guys like Brian Johnson, Josh Williams, Greg Berry, Hal Gray, Mark Harris, Justin Ewing, Manuel Benson, and countless others, man, I wouldn't be who I am today without those people. I wouldn't be alive today without those people. And they know what I mean when I say that. So being a Duval Iota for me is a reflection of everything about my life that is great. It's been a privilege to be a part of this organization because of being a Duval Iota and what I was taught and how I was taught to treat people here in Duval County. I've taken that skill set to Fayetteville, Arkansas, Free Delta Nu. I've taken it to Texas, here in Dallas now, working as an operations manager for a logistics company. I reactivated the Epsilon Beta chapter at Clark Atlanta University, helped run the line over at Morehouse. And it's just been a privilege to be a Polaris in a lot of different places that I've gone. I've been Polaris at Epsilon Omega in Atlanta, Georgia, their grad chapter. It's just been an honor and a privilege to serve. Brian Johnson asked me the other day why I'm still doing this, because I'm the one who worked on DuvalIotas.com. And I told Brian, this is all I know how to do. I don't know how to be any other way. I serve this organization because I pledged to serve this organization. And contrary to how some people may pledge organizations because they think shit's all sweet and cool and, you know, it's just some shit to say so that you can get into an organization, I pledged this organization and I took my oath with a level of authenticity. So for the rest of my life, I'm committed to this organization and the people in it. So that's why I'm a Duval Iota.
You know, when I think of brothers that I've personally brought in and that I've had the pleasure of working with, talking with, and stuff like that, you know, I think of brothers like Mike Ranglin and Brandon Chestnut and their line brother JB, James Banner. All three of them doing well in their careers. Chestnut being a manager and, you know, still continuing to do his thing with promotion. We also have Mike Ranglin, who's a realtor down in Miami. He's doing real well for himself. James Banner is a police officer down in South Florida. You know, watching those brothers see their influence come through, you know, I could see a direct line right now. And you look forward a few years, you got Daryl Repress, who's also in law enforcement now in Savannah, who is looking out for other brothers, you know, that come through the fraternity and say, hey, if you need a job, come holler at me. We'll put you on. Man, I think of Mark Harris when Mark was online and we had to have a real talk about the importance of scholarship and the importance of getting his education while being a native of Jacksonville and how powerful that is. And just Jacksonville's history. Brothers who are entrepreneurial, like Jay Nightingale. You know, he's always had this flair of trying to do something, and he could always cook, but then he just took it to another level when he said, you know what, I'm going to get this thing moving. And I've seen him upgrade his pit so many times, I don't lost count. You know, Duval Iota, we care about our environment, and with that, we're very green. There's no paper in our process, which allows brothers to think consciously about what they're doing on a day-to-day basis. Duval Iotas are intelligent individuals always moving forward. We are the Job of Iota, because every single thing that you can think of happening to a person, to a man, has happened to a Duval Iota, and it has not stopped not one of us. We have taught each brother to come through with grit, and we don't mean grit like scrunch your face up and look like an ape. We mean grit like determination. We mean grit like, hey, there's an obstacle in our way and we're going to go over it. Duval Iotas, we are the Marines of Iota, who are the Marines of the frat. So we are the special ops. That's how I see it. We are the special ops of Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated. Period. We are the leadership of North Florida. Period. We are the leadership of Florida. Period. We are the masterminds that have made things happen. Period.